Osma Lawrence's wedding. After that, I remember Osma Lawrence, he made a trip, he came to Iran, and I was 11, 12 years old, and it was the first encounter that Angela wanted to introduce Osma Lawrence to my Baba, Mataghi, and Bibi. I never forget it. And then here it was a tall, handsome American from a loyalty family, from the son of Abdurrahim Parikhanum LeVian, with a special smile and a famous mustache that he had. And my sister was a petite, innocent girl. And then I remember both of them, they came to my Bibi Mataghi. And then Bibi Mataghi tells Osma Lawrence, I heard you are a very big gem dealer. You are a fantastic jeweler, gem dealer. You certainly picked the best gem. You know what to pick. And that was the first encounter that I had with him. And moving forward, we had a secret, me and Osma Lawrence, that I was in high school between 1980 and 84. I was going to Ezra Academy, and I was one of the students of Rabbi Weinberger. And Friday nights, we used to live on Lefferts Boulevard. They had they had a 3-family house on 8410. We were 8408. We were on 8410, next door. And Friday nights, usually they used to come with us. And Osma Lawrence being out of town the whole week. And really, he was a hard-working person. But Friday night, as Pamela mentioned, he always was the family, and he would dedicate all his time to the family. I was, again, a teenager in high school, and one time I mentioned something that, Osma, I heard Rabbi Weinberger said this, and he was mesmerized by that concept. So from that Shabbat and on, it was something between me and him, that every Friday night we used to sit together. I used to bring my notes, whether it would be the Gemara or the Tanakh or just any Jewish subject. I would go through whatever I learned that week in the high school, and Larry would absorb like a sponge. Everything. He would listen, he would learn, he would absorb. And I want to take a credit, I think I was his first chavruta. We used to learn together Friday nights. And this was for weeks and months and years. We used to do this. Going forward, let's fast forward a little bit more. One Friday night, I remember, actually, we had a speaker in the Kanisa Sharet Tova. I think it was Rabbi Kassin, if I'm not mistaken. He came and he spoke about Lashon Hara in the community. It was the first time our community was, educated about Lashon Hara and how bad it is. It had a big impact on Osma Lawrence, very big impact. And then I remember one Friday night we were talking on the Shabbat meal, and he was saying that a lot of times the Lashon Hara starts on Friday night Shabbat meals because people have nothing to say, so you know what this guy did, you know what this guy did, and you hear about this rumor, that rumor. And I remember, and he said, only if you can do something that Friday nights, instead of people talking Lashon Hara, they have something better to do. And then he came up with the idea of the shmooze. He said, I'm going to start something, have something writing, make it fun. Doesn't have to be Devar Torah only, it can be something fun. Just for them to have something to read and talk about, not to the Lashon Hara. That was the beginning of his shmooze, and then later on, for years, he continued doing it. Going forward, Baruch Hashem, we had a lot of good Shabbats together. As you know, he was fantastic in playing Tachtana. I would kill myself to beat him. I could never beat him in the Tachtana. And then one day I told him, Osma Lawrence, you have a special force behind you. It's not your talent, it's the way you roll the dice. Hashem gives you the shish every time. It's not the talent. So I told him, you know what? let's play like this. I roll, whatever I roll, you play, and whatever you roll, I play. He still beat me. But on a serious note, first of all, I think the biggest thing for Osmo Lorenz was Lashon Hara. He really never said Lashon Hara. Never about anybody. And I think this is one of the 1,000 traits that we have to learn from him in our community and work on it. I just want to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank the LeVians, especially Eddie and Musa, for the past 2 decades of them supporting the families, equally. This is something that no other brother does. And obviously to my sister, a quarter of a century you've been helping him. Hashem is going to reward you for everything you did. And to the children, to the family, we miss him. We miss Osmo Lorenz. He was really a special person, but his memory will always be with us. He is Baruch. Thank you.